Welcome back to my channel. Before we start today, well,
first impression, you OPN, we should be close and friends. If you OPN, engaging is on my agenda. Request my chariot, get ya. The door's OPN. Take that high road and hop in. Monarch butterflies, you should open up. I'm trying to put your heart together, found it broken up. Going up smoke, smoking up. Make sure the children in the house, she's inappropriate. The way she's approaching us, I disassociate. Exfoliate, the renegotiate.
we have been doing this chapter,
Come to visit me, she said that she
national income.
says it's hard to open up.
We have covered quite a bit of this. The first method of revenge. First method we have covered. Okay, now today we are doing the second method of calculating national income. Let me just put myself on the side, enough of the music. Okay, we are starting with the second method of calculating national income. The second method name is income method. Income method, also known as distribution method. A basic criteria of the formula will be NDP at FC, the net domestic product at factor cost, which is the domestic income. NDP at FC will be equal to COE plus OS plus MY. What is COE, OS, MY? Let's understand. COE stands for compensation of employees. जो भी employees की compensation है. What is compensation? Something that they get in return after giving their services, their valuable services to the organization. What an employee gets in return, that is the compensation. OS stands for operating surplus. This is the surplus from various business operations. And third is MY, mixed income. Let's understand these values properly. Compensation of employees. Okay, let's just show it 100%. Once again. Okay, let's understand compensation of employees. Compensation of employees include three main elements. First is wages and salaries in cash. The second is wages, salaries in kind. And third, employer contribution to the social security benefits. Wages, salaries in cash, of course, whatever you're getting in your bank account as an employee, that is a part of cash. Whatever other benefits like perquisites, medical care, free lunch, free subsidies, anything which has some monetary value, which is given to you as an employee of a company, but not in the form of cash, that is also a part of compensation. So wages, salaries in kind. The third, employer's contribution. Employer is the person who has hired you as an employee. Employer is the owner who has hired the employees. So employer's contribution to the social security, any provident fund. Please note, we will not include any employees' contribution. Coming to this, any type of reimbursements will not be included in the compensation of employees. And why is that? Because reimbursement simply means that I have been paid back by my employer on the expenses I incurred from my own pocket. What I am doing from my own pocket, I am getting back the same. So it is no additional income. So we will not include reimbursements. So I hope compensation of employees is clear. One thing to note here, whenever you have been given compensation of employees, the bigger value, you will ignore any value which is given, which comes inside compensation of employees. Okay? And if compensation of employees is not given directly, you will look out for these values and try to add it up to find out compensation of employees. So come again. Our NDP at FC, domestic income, is COE, compensation of employees. Now we're talking about the second aspect, operating surplus. Operating surplus is usually income from property and income from entrepreneurship. Income from property and income from entrepreneurship. Income from property is of three types: rent, interest and royalty. RIR, rent, interest and royalty, income from property. Income from entrepreneurship is the profits, of course. Now in the question, especially in CBSE examination, you are hardly given profits directly. Many a times you are asked to find out the profits. So how can you find out the profits? By either totaling up all the three. Now, if a company is having profits, अगर कंपनी को profits हो रहे हैं, वो profits कंपनी या तो अपने owners में बांट देती है in the form of dividends. The company either distributes these profits to the owners in the form of dividends, or they keep with themselves, they keep that profit with themselves as a part of undistributed profits or retained earnings. These are also known as corporate savings. Corporate savings. So या तो आपने बांट दिया डिविडेंड्स, या आपने अपने पास रख लिया है रिटेन्ड, या फिर उस प्रॉफिट पे आपने टैक्स दे दिया है टू द गवर्नमेंट. आइदर यू हैव पेड टैक्स टू द गवर्नमेंट. So profits can be calculated by adding distributed plus undistributed plus the profit tax. One thing to remember here, अगर आपको profits की value पता है, dividends पता है और profit tax पता है, then you will simply ignore dividends and profit tax and you will take the value of profits. Simple as that. The common sense, अगर आपको बड़ी value पता है, आप उसके अंदर की value ignore करेंगे because it will lead to double counting. Okay? Now, usually in the question operating surplus, we have to find out through this method: rent plus interest plus royalty plus profits. And the third aspect, mixed income. It is the income of self-employed people, people who are self-employed. It is usually given directly in the question paper. So recap the formula of income method. NDP at FC will be equal to COE plus OS plus MY. COE stands for compensation of employees. OS stands for operating surplus. MY, mixed income. Compensation of employees is wages, salaries in cash, kind or employer's contribution. Operating surplus is rent, interest, royalty, RIR and profits. We know the various three elements of profits. Now once you have found out NDP at FC, अगर आपके पास domestic income निकल आई है, then you can find out any other aggregate from that. Yes, you can find out GDP MP, GNP at MP, NNP at FC, NNP at MP. आप कोई भी aggregate निकाल सकते हो by using Guru Mantra. And those who don't know what is Guru Mantra, refer back to my earlier videos. Introduction to numericals. Let's try to understand this with a question. You may pause the video and note down this question. Here we are asked to find out gross national product at market price. This question came in CBSE 2018 examination. Gross national product at market price, GNP at MP. The various elements are given to us. Please write down the formula. I'm on hold. Write down the formula. This formula. NDP at FC will be equal to COE plus OS plus MY. Compensation of employees, operating surplus and MY. How much is compensation of employees here? 2000. How much is operating surplus? How to find operating surplus? Rent, interest, royalty and profits. So we have rent, we have interest, we don't have royalty, but we have profits. So we'll add all the three: rent, interest and profits. Again 2000. 5, 7, 12, 8, 2. COE 2000, OS 2000. Here we were also given dividends. Dividends is a part of profits, but since we know profits directly, we will ignore dividends. Okay? And since we know compensation of employees directly, we will ignore employer's contribution. We will take COE directly. So COE is 2000, OS is again 2000. What is the third aspect? MY, mixed income. Your mixed income becomes how much? It is directly given to you in the question as 1500. That means your NDP at FC. NDP at FC becomes how much? Please calculate. Your NDP at FC becomes 2000. Okay, 2000 plus again 2000 plus MY is 1500. So total NDP at FC becomes how much? 5500. I hope this is clear. Now once you find NDP at FC, once you have already found out NDP at FC, look at what you need to find out in the question. You need to find out gross national product at market price. You need to find out gross national product at market price through NDP at FC. This we can use Guru Mantra. The first value, net. Net is a smaller value. We add depreciation. Domestic. Domestic is a smaller value. We add NFIA. And FC. FC is a smaller value. We add NIT, net indirect taxes. This is something we have done earlier. This was 5500. 5500 plus, look at the question. What is depreciation? Depreciation, can you find depreciation here? Consumption of fixed capital is depreciation. How much is it? 100. Okay. Plus NFIA, net factor income from abroad. We don't have net factor income from abroad, but we have net factor income to abroad, 150. So that means NFIA becomes minus 150. Minus 150. And plus net indirect tax. Net indirect tax is given directly to us as 250. Right? 250. So how much is our answer? Our GNP at MP becomes how much? 5700. And since the values are in crores, we write the values in crores. Rupees 5700 crores. Okay. I hope you're able to find out these answers. This is a 4-mark question in your CBSE board examination. Please do attempt the next question yourself. It's a mix of both income method and the product method, the one you have done earlier. Please write the answers in the comment section. Alright, have a great day. I will see you tomorrow or soon.